Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 16th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell, and you will catch me live. But Gemini, let's see what is going on for you here. Definitely something that you're releasing, I would say, in this first row, but I feel like this is going to lead to a victory. So I like to see that. In the Sun, the best card in the deck, and the Ace of Swords, definitely heading towards a victory. So I do feel like you've experienced a loss or some sort of uncomfortable loss in the past here, and I feel like you're heading towards a victory, so that looks really nice. Your overall energy is the Hawk Spirit. It says, let Spirit be your guide. So I do feel like you are being kind of guided at this time. You have the Moon here as well. Yeah, you have the Flamingo. It says embrace the in-between. So I do feel like you could be in this in-between time. Although what I will say is it's like this first row is challenging, I would say. This first row, although this is your past position. If you don't know, I read past, present, future. And this is your present position. And you only have one challenging card. It's almost like, you know, you're kind of like in this in-between period where things are about to get a lot better for you. You have this not for you card. I feel like you just clearly see or have seen that something is not for you in a lot of ways. I almost feel like someone was playing games here. You have the Moon, the Tower, and the Page of Wands. I feel for some of you, if this is a love situation, it's like someone was playing games or someone is just immature in a situation here. I feel for some of you that you could have been with someone for a long time. I feel for some of you, you could have been married to this person, this Page of Wands person. Could have been a fire sign. And I feel that in a lot of ways, it's like it's just always a battle is what's popping into my head with this Tower card. The Tower card doesn't really represent a battle, but I'm really focused on all this fire. There's a ton of fire on the Tower here and fire coming out of the Tower and everything like that. So I feel that you could be dealing with someone, or you have dealt with someone in the past. It's almost like they bottle it up is what I'd say to you. It's like they try, I feel this is going to sound so weird, Gemini, but I feel like you could have been dealing with someone where it's like they tried to be good for so long, but it's like they're not good. I feel like they don't express their emotions, or they just bottle up and then explode like the Tower here. And I feel like you're done with that energy. It's like you're realizing that situation is not for you. I feel like there was fear in walking away from this situation as well with that Moon card. So there could be a lot of fears, or it could have been very challenging, but it's like you made the choice. You have the Chariot here. So I feel like you are finally making the choice to move away from this. For some of you, by the way, this could just be a move, the Tower, Chariot. So some of you could just be moving. The Moon card there could say things are uncertain. Obviously with COVID, it is definitely challenging to move at this time. So if you're like traveling or moving, there are challenges to doing that, of course. But so some of you could be like trying to overcome those challenges if you are needing to move or travel. Next, you have the Otter Spirit. It says, be open through this transition time. So again, I feel like you need to be open to the fact that you're probably being led towards something much greater in your life. So I feel like you just need to kind of trust that with that card there. I want to clarify that. Yeah, you have the Starfish, Intuition. It says, listen to your soul's truth. Think less, feel more. So I feel like you need to trust your feelings. The Moon card, trust your intuition this week. I feel like you know the right thing to do. Some of you, it's like, I feel like this is a challenge for some reason. I almost feel like these are people on the Moon card, Gemini. The two dogs, or the dog and the coyote, and then the lobster that's right here. It's almost like I feel like these could be people in your life. It's like you're afraid of what people will think if you do something. Or this might not be you. I mean, this could be someone you're dealing with as well. Take it how it resonates, Gemini. But it's almost like you're afraid of how people will view you if you make some sort of change. It's like you're fearing the Tower moment, or you're fearing that there will be a Tower moment if you make a decision for you. That's a weird message. I feel like you're making a decision for you, or you need to make a decision for you that you want here, Chariot. So I do feel like that's going to be very important. It will lead to a victory here for you, Gemini. In this middle row, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Four of Wands. Freedom. I feel like you need to set yourself free. Five of Pentacles is just like all the what ifs. Like, what if I, for a lot of you, you could be thinking, what if I leave this relationship for another one? What if I, quit this job because I hate it and I want to go get something new? Or what if, maybe you went to college for a really long period of time and maybe you're like, I don't want a job that's based off of my major. What happens if I quit and go get something and, start my own business? Or what happens happens if I go and, do something totally different, right? I feel like this is like all the what ifs here. I feel like the Five of Pentacles to me is very specific. I look at the Five of Pentacles as needing to not draw attention to weaknesses. This guy has a bell around his neck, and as I always say, he represents a leper, and back in the day, lepers had to wear bells so people knew when they were coming down the street. The card says, do not call attention to things that make you feel weak. Strengthen yourself. Use words that give you strength. You have the Chariot. Chariot is as above, so below. So I feel like you are taking control. Again, these two sphinxes represent external circumstances, but he is in control. Like I said on that moon, I can't help but feel that these are other people or external circumstances that you could be feeling like have a major control over your life when they don't. You are in control with the Chariot, and I feel like there's more of a need to take control. The reason I feel this way is because if we take it like this, the reading, it's like you have all this challenging stuff here, you go to the Five of Pentacles, and you go to the Chariot. Good card, don't get me wrong, but it's like you're coming off of the Five of Pentacles, if that makes sense. So I really feel like there's a need to convince yourself that you're in this position of power and strength. And you have the Four Wands as well. It's like there's something waiting for you here. That this is what is waiting for you, Gemini, is celebration, is success. I feel like there's something so exciting, like an amazing life, things that you could probably never imagine, the Sun, and things that will make you extremely happy with the Sun and the Ace of Swords, a victory. It's like these people are calling to you, but it's like you're on this side of the transition. So I feel like there is a transition going on in your life. But I feel like you need to get through this finish line. It's almost like you have to let go of something from the past. It could be a person who bottles up their emotions, who explodes. It could be a business, it could be a job, it could be anything. But I feel like what you don't see is what you're going to gain. Again, that's the problem with the Tower. I think that's what people get wrong about the Tower as well. Yes, the Tower can be a challenging card, but to me, it's a card that has to happen in the first place. And the Tower gets reduced to its foundation. There's still a foundation there. You're not starting over. You're not building from scratch with the Tower. You're starting from a solid foundation. It's like you just have to fix the top part of the Tower. Next, you have this Patience card. I do feel like you have to be patient at this time. Why? I feel like there's happiness coming in for you, like I said, but I feel like you need to choose to be happy right now, is what this is saying. Like maybe there are a lot of reasons for you to be miserable, Five of Pentacles, but we can also choose happiness, and we can choose to have happiness right now, no matter what is going on. You have the Three of Cups, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. Major victories coming in for you here. It's like once you go on this journey where you don't know what you're doing with that Moon card, you will be given a victory. Again, you have the Moon, Chariot, Ace of Swords, like a major victory here. But the Moon is needing to go down that path. The Moon is part of the Fool's journey. The Fool is going down. Those two dogs represent warnings to the Fool. The two pillars on that card represent warnings. They say, do not get off your path. So I feel there is a need to not get distracted. Again, how weird is this? It's like you have these two pillars, they kind of look like the Tower. I feel like for some of you, it's like this could be a moment in your life where it's like somebody is saying, oh my God, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, all these bad things are happening, right? And I feel like it's one of those pillars that's falling. Those pillars say, do not pay attention to the Tower, basically, is what I feel like this reading is saying. This is saying, you know what, somebody is going to be screaming and crying and trying to get you all mixed up here. It could be a person, could be a situation. I feel like it's not as important as it seems, is what I would say for you, not for you. It's like I said, for some of you, it's like maybe you're thinking about walking away from a person, and it's like maybe they give you all these reasons why you shouldn't. I feel like that's just a distraction. Same thing in business as well. It's like maybe you're starting a business, and maybe everybody's like, oh, but business is risky and all this other shit, right? Gemini drives me crazy when people say business is risky. I'm like, yeah, walking down the road is risky as well. People get like, I live like 2 feet away from where someone just got hit by a car over here. And so it's like walking down the road is risky, right? So of course there's risk, but I feel like you need to not listen to that because there is a major victory coming in for you here. Three Cups, celebration, Sun, happiness, Ace of Swords, victory. The Ace of Swords also says you will easily overcome all future challenges. The sword is above the mountains. It says you will be successful in the future no matter what. So I feel like you need to go on whatever this journey is for you, because it's going to lead to, extreme happiness, enlightenment, reasons to celebrate, just all sorts of amazing stuff. Now, this is an amazing reading. So let's clarify it with the Lenormand, and let's see what other details are coming up for you here. Between the Moon and the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Diamonds, being at a crossroads, needing to make a choice. The choice that you need to make is happiness. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're in a situation that's not making you happy. I feel like you need to choose happiness, is just what this reading is saying. And it's like maybe you're feeling stuck. I feel like you feel stuck because of some sort of sky is falling type situation. But I feel like it's like the boy who cried wolf. You know, it's basically a wolf on the moon. So I think you need to avoid those situations. Between the Tower and the Chariot, you have the letter. This is the Seven of Spades. The Seven of Spades is communication. Again, someone telling you the sky is falling, when really you are in control. You need to maintain control of your chariot. You are in control of your life. Between the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, you have the Garden. The Garden is a card of a vacation, number one. So some of you might need to take a break. For others, it is a card of a harvest as well. So there could be a harvest coming in for you. Between the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, you have the Whip. The Whip, again, is a card that says, do not beat yourself up. The Whip is a card of whipping yourself in the back. It says, do not beat yourself up for things that have happened in the past. You can't control the past. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying, don't beat yourself up. Between the Chariot and the Sun, you have the Six of Diamonds. You deserve this, by the way, Gemini. Six of Diamonds, I just said this to Aquarius. Same thing. The Six of Diamonds, really good card. It's a card called the Clover. It represents a lot of luck coming in for you, but it is a card of imposter syndrome. It is a card of feeling like you're not good enough to have something. It is a card of feeling like you don't deserve something. You deserve to be happy. You deserve this success. I feel like you're leveling up. We basically have these like waves in life where it's like, I feel like we go up and, you know, we're really happy, then we go down. It's like we have the set point, right, of our emotions. So I bet if you look back on your life and if you look at you know, good things that have happened and bad things that have happened, they probably fall within a certain range. I feel like you need to reset your range for good things and bad things. You know, more good things, less challenging things with this energy. But I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you here. Between the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you have the Eight of Diamonds. Definitely major victory coming in for you. For some of you, this could be like a major change in your financial situation, and so that could be setting you free here. For others, that Eight of Diamonds says you have to make the choice to be happy. Eight of Diamonds is a card called the Key, and it says you hold the keys necessary to open these doors. But it's like you have to be the one to decide to move away from whatever this situation is here. It doesn't matter if it's a person, a job. It doesn't matter if it's your family. It doesn't matter what it is. You hold the keys necessary to do it. Top row outcome, you have the Fox. Crazy. Aquarius had the Fox in the same position. The Fox is a card of tricky energy, but it just says do not trick yourself out of something that could be very good for you. So I feel like you need to not trick yourself with this energy. In your middle row, you have the Anima card. This is actually called the Lady, and it's the Ace of Spades. It is a card of existing problems being resolved. So I do feel like you will be overcoming obstacles this week. So I like to see that. And in your bottom row, you have the Moon. The Moon is a card of your romantic fantasies. I think you need to listen to like what you truly want. And the Moon in the Lenormand is different than the Moon in the Tarot, but the Moon in the Lenormand says that there are things you desire. There are things that you want to manifest in your life, but it's like, again, you have to be the one to bring those things down to earth. You are in control of your life. Whatever this is here doesn't control your life. And I feel like that's what you're realizing this week. Yeah, you have the Ten of Diamonds. This is called the Book. It's a card of hidden or secret information. For some of you, I literally feel like you could be reading a book. This is very specific, Gemini. I feel like you could be reading a book about personal development or something along those lines. I feel like it totally changes your life. Like this week. There you go. I feel like if you're reading something about like personal development or, you know, anything along those lines, I feel like it'll totally be changing your life. Middle row here, you have the House, the King of Hearts. Could be love, could be a true love situation coming in for you. Could also be a move as well. You do have a lot of moving energy here. And in your bottom row, you have the Six of Clubs, a lot of burdens. Six of Clubs is called the Cross. It represents having a cross to bear. So I feel like for some of you, it's more about releasing whatever this situation is here, or releasing burdens. In a lot of ways, I feel this could be like created, you know, I'm not really calling you out here, Gemini. I feel like we all do this, like all people. We all overcomplicate things. We all make things more difficult than they need to be, of course. So I feel like this is saying do not overcomplicate situations in your life this week. Keep it simple, basically, is what I feel like this reading is saying. This is a really good reading. I love this. Look at blessings. It says blessed. You are blessed this week. Gifts coming in for you for sure. So I feel like there's major improvements. Yeah, you have this TikTok card. I do feel like there is a decision that needs to be made quickly here. Not quickly, but, I feel that for some of you, I don't really feel like time is running out, but I do feel like there's a need to get moving on a decision here in your life so that you can be successful. But definitely major blessings coming in for you. Yeah, I feel like you need to focus on what you really want. Chariot says forget about everybody in your life, right? Make the best decision for yourself. I feel like, a lot of people always get people, oh, that's selfish and blah, blah, blah. We should be selfish. So I'm here to tell you that we should be selfish. We should be focusing on what we want. We are the only person that's in control of our destiny. And I always tell people, it's like when you are selfish, when you take care of yourself and put yourself first, guess what? It's amazing because then other people in your life start doing the same thing. And so it's like you're helping people. You're not hurting people by focusing on yourself and doing what's best for you. Yeah, you have the simplicity. What did I just say? Keep it simple, Gemini. So there you go. I think you need to keep it very simple this week. But this looks amazing. So thank you for watching, Gemini. And definitely enjoy your week.